you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all time. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining, wherever you are joining us from. I appreciate you as you connect. Please, as you join, you share the broadcast on your platform. Share the broadcast to family and friends. Share it to anybody that is close to you, those who are supposed to hear us. Share the broadcast to them so that they can be able to join us and hear the gospel. We will not stop until we get across to everybody. Remember that we have to carry everybody along. Remember that we have to continue to speak. Remember that I have to continue to fight until we win the battle. We are not going to stop. No matter what they do, no matter how they try to stop us, no matter their propaganda, their blackmail, their distraction, we will not allow them to stop us. That is why we are still here today, doing what we know how to do best. And we will continue to do so until Biafra comes. And every one of you have to remember and have it at the back of your mind that we are still standing our ground. We are still standing our ground. There is nothing like instigate in Biafra land. Nothing like that. It's not going to take place. And it's becoming very clear, becoming very clear to everybody. Those who are pretending not to hear us, those who are pretending not to understand the language we are speaking, they are getting it now clearer than ever. And I tell you, if you are a Biafran, you have to be proud of yourself. We are making progress and we are winning. From all sides, we are winning. That is why you are seeing what you are seeing. So today we want to, as usual, encourage Biafrans and also touch on several issues that we have to talk about, because when you look at the topic, you'll be wondering why I chose that topic. There are some people that are trying to take the glory of every effort our spokesperson, Master Simon, have made, the autopilot have made, you and I have made. They want to take the glory for all our effort, but they have failed once again. This is how to show you that these people, they know what they are doing. They know what is right, but they refuse to do it because they have been bought over. But today, they are trying to take glory where they didn't walk. They are trying to come from the back door, from the window, to begin to claim what they are not. And we will not allow them. We will not allow them. No matter how they try, they will not succeed. They won't succeed. We will not allow them to succeed. That is why you see what is happening today. When you go to social media and see what is happening, what the way they talk, the manner in which those who have sold this struggle are speaking, you'll be wondering, does it mean that these people all this while they have known what is right but they refuse to do it? Absolutely yes. They know what is right. But because they cannot control their love for money, they cannot control their pride, their ego, they cannot control their wicked heart. That is why they decided to go a different direction. And today, they are coming out to claim glory on where they do not work. Some of you have seen the tweet of the man in Kuwait. Muhammad Abbas in Kuwait. I don't normally mention names, but I think I have to mention him because he's going too far. He went and began to say that the reason why certain things are happening in the zoo today is because of what they are doing. But I tell you, just as our spokesperson have said from the beginning and state our ground, and we are standing on that ground, everything we said before is becoming a reality. You know, when our spokesperson came out and told them that there will be nothing like instigate in Biafra land, they thought it was a joke. They thought it's not going to happen. They laughed at him. They said how he's going to do it, how he's going to do it. But today, it is becoming very, very clear. It is becoming very, very clear that that word that our spokesperson, Master Simon, have spoken is real. The reason why I pronounce certain words in our vernacular is because of the attack we are getting. Because our attack we are getting on our platform, on various places, that is why there are some words that I will be using. I will use vernacular to pronounce them. So bear with me when I use vernacular to pronounce certain words. I can use the Igbo Biafran language to pronounce certain words. But when I say it, of course, you know where I'm going. When I say our stand, where we stand, you know what I mean by that. When I'm broadcasting and say, you know where we stand, you know what I mean by that, where we stand. And every one of us, I have been preaching about that stand up to now. I've been talking about our position on the political situation in Nigeria. I have been talking about our position. I have said this several times. I preached about it. And when I say about our position, you know where we stand. You know where our spokesperson, Master Simon, stand. That is where I stand. And you know what I have said. And if you go through my channel, you see the broadcasts I've made in the past. Then when I say that I know where we stand, you will understand what I'm saying. But there are certain words we will not mention because of the attack that is coming on our platforms. We don't want to use certain words so that the algorithm will not track the word and begin to take down our channel and all that. That is why I'm restricting certain words that I use. So bear with me and try to understand when I'm making certain speech. You try to go along and play along and try to understand. When I talk about our stance, every one of you know where we stand. That is where we are still today. And there is no moving back. There is no changing. And when we took that very stand, when we took that position, people were laughing. Some thought we are joking. Some called us jokers. Some never took us serious. Some thought that we are playing around. But all of a sudden today, you have seen it has become much more clearer than ever to them that it wasn't a joke. That is why you saw their spokesperson, what is it called, this Major General Irabo, or whatever they call him, came out and began to say that no group is capable of stopping them in what they want to do. He is only making that statement because there is a group that is capable to stop them. And they know very well that the autopiloted IPOB under the spokesmanship of Master Simon is capable of stopping them. They know. That is why they're making that statement. And it's becoming clearer every day. Becoming very clear. We woke up and we saw the news. Every one of you must have seen the news. The information that the INEC released. INEC said there are certain places where they cannot be able to operate. There are certain places where they're not going to hold their political whatever. And in those places that they mentioned is in Biafra land, majority Biafra land. So when we told them that they're not going to do anything in our land, they thought it was a joke. But today, they are confessing. They never took us serious initially. But it's becoming very clear. It is becoming very clear. That is why INEC themselves came out to begin to announce where they cannot be able to penetrate. And that is not all. You always know that whenever government tell you that 2 is down, know that about 200 is down. Whatever they report is always fake. They always either decrease or they increase the number. That has always been their system. Lawrence, okay. If you want to join the platform, Lawrence, please keep your phone in a horizontal way. You keep your phone this way and you click the rotation on. That is the only way you can join. You click the rotation on. I'm going to bring you in, Lawrence, but you have to keep your phone in a horizontal way. Don't keep it straight. Then click your rotation on. That's the only way you can join. Thank you. I'm going to accept your invitation. So, as I was saying, it has become very clear to every one of them that they can no longer, they can't hold anything in Biafra land. It is very clear. So it doesn't matter how they pretend. It doesn't matter how they behave as if they are not hearing us. No matter how they try to carry out their pride and arrogance, they can't hide anymore. They are confessing today. They are confessing from different angles, from different corners, from different angles. Even those who are pretending they can't pretend anymore, they are all confessing. And I tell you, with that very information you saw from them, you have to know that something actually is going on, that we are doing a great work. That was why you saw that man in Kuwait came out and begin to say that they were waiting for IPOB to say that there will be no such a thing in Biafra land, and they didn't say that they were waiting for them. And that was why they kept quiet. Now that they didn't say, that was why they now begin to announce by themselves. That's crazy. That's crazy. You see them coming out to take glory where they didn't work. They are coming out to take glory where they didn't work. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. If you must take glory, you must do your job. But all this thing that happened today is showing the whole world that these people know the truth, but they have refused to embrace the truth. You shall know the truth, and only the truth that sets you free. But when you have refused to embrace the truth, we can't help you. Today, after they have done all the evil they have done to destroy the structure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, after they have done everything they will do to make sure they hinder Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from coming out, after all their evil plans and all their evil games, today they are coming out to claim glory on where they didn't work. They are coming out today to make themselves relevant when they are very irrelevant, when the Biafran people have already seen them clearly. And they think it's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy with any one of them, and it's not going to work. Biafrans know those who will stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every reaction or action you are seeing in Biafra land today is as a result of the autopiloted IPOB under the spokesmanship of Mazi Simon Ekpa and not the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whatever progress today that have been made in all ramifications, in all areas, in this very struggle, it is being made all thanks to the autopiloted IPOB, who are still holding the foundation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, making sure that that foundation doesn't fall. You cannot take the glory that doesn't belong to you. You cannot take away that from IPOB. You can't take away from that from Mazi Simon Ekpa. He did a great job. And it was because of his strength, because of his wisdom, because of his mental toughness. That is why you see INEC making that announcement. That is why you see their spokesperson, the chief of army staff, not the chief of army staff, the spokesperson of the military, saying about that, what he's saying, that no group is going to stop them. Every response you are seeing the response today to the Biafran struggle is because of our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and because of the autopiloted IPOB. That is why you are hearing what you are hearing. Everything you see. You see, that is why sometimes when we tell them what, they don't believe it. They never believe it until they see. The Thomases don't believe. The Thomas, they never believe until they see. Just like we are telling them that P2P is not going anywhere. That is a deceit. That the London boy is a distraction. They didn't believe us. When we say the London boy, they didn't believe us. But today, you have seen that even the Labour Party, whatever, their own structure, the little structure they have is collapsing into the APC. The little structure they have in the Southwest, they collapse into APC. And when we told them it's all a joke, they thought it's a joke. They couldn't even be able to hold rallies and campaign. And you think in election that they can be there to conduct voting? They will not. But when we say it, they come after us. When we say it, they call us jokers. But it doesn't matter what they do, what they say. We continue to do what we are supposed to do. We continue to pass the information we're supposed to pass. We continue to do the needful and make sure that we overcome all these challenges. Yeah, welcome, my beloved brother Solomon. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I've not been coming around for some time. You know, we are having a very serious attack from the media. This time around, mainly the social media network. They are trying to clamp down on all our platforms, restrict our views, and take down most of our platforms. So when we are speaking this time, we are taking time to use there are certain words we don't use, but especially words that has to do with the election. We try to use either we speak it in Igbo or use other word to cover it up so that the algorithm will not track it. So we are trying to get a means to pass the information. Although Biafrans already know where we stand. That is why when we begin to talk about things, I tell them we are still holding our ground. Any place we stand is where we stand. There is no changing. Our stand
is still where we stand. Nobody can change it. The only person that can change our stance that is being spoken by Mazi Simon Ekpa, the only person that can change that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Except Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, every single thing that our spokesperson Mazi Simon Ekpa have said remains that way, and there's no changing. Yeah, welcome, my beloved brother Solomon. You can speak on, say hello to Biafrans and give your opinion.
Good afternoon from here, my brother. Thank you for for seeing you again. If you go to my comment, you will see what I posted here. And it has been long that I will not see you. Though I'm not worried, because even the social media, you know that social media are after us. The network we are using, that's why we are praying to give us money and strength to build our own network so that no one will interrupt anything we are doing. But I thank you, who made it possible for me to see you. And concerning what is going on today, honestly, I am so happy. Even for them to come out and announce it publicly shows that what we are doing is accordance is in order, and they confirm it. You know, out of shame and foolishness, they no fee mention the names of the areas very well. You know, they just mention some states and they are pulling numbers, so they no fee call the names. But we know where all those things will take place. So concerning the activities that is on ground, other people are taking glory. It is very clear that, you know, there's a slogan we normally talk: when bamboo the monkey they walk, bamboo they chop. This time around, that slogan is not in our system
at all.
We have deleted it many years ago. So it's neither you go where you work and eat, or you remain hungry. This time around, if you work, you eat. If you don't work, you will not eat. Then I work with our leader and finally sold our leader and collect their last payment. They have finished their last payment and nobody's bringing anything to them now. All of a sudden, they start to talk nonsense. Not knowing that today that we are hearing about our name and our leader that is still alive in that place is because of our activities.
Exactly.
That used minus activities of autopilot. I don't think by now our leader will be alive and everything could have been over. Because if you look at the movement, none of them was able to ask questions. Even those people that are shouting obedience, none of them was able to ask questions. Can't you do one thing or the other to see that these people will give us account of our leader? Until the autopilot now came out, start to work in different form. All of a sudden, many of them start to attack them. Nobody want to ask questions. No, Simon, him die, this and that, this, that. All of a sudden, all those things are out of social media. You can't hear Umada highway again. You can't hear autopilot this, autopilot again. No. Now they are now coming out to come and take glory of what they did not labor for. It's not possible, my brother. Chukwuka will not allow that thing to happen.
Never.
And my prayer is that let me just speak this one in Igbo. Ka habunde balumbo okpuru ka ihe anyị na-eme ghara inwe isi. Ha agaghị adị ndụ wee fụ na ihe a ga-abịa na mmezu. Ka ọkụ ọgba aghara ga-agba, ọ ga-agbagbusicha all of them. Ọkụ ọgba aghara ga-agbagbu agbakpọcha anya, ha ga-adị ndụ fịa because m gaghị alụcha onye ọzọ bịa rie. Mgbe ị na-agba mgba ka hapụ ịlụ na-alụ soghị ọgụ na-alụkwa ya lụtazi oluzie ga-eri olili epetasị nne bụ nwanne m my brother bụ ọkwa nwanne m ihe ejelu nke gị. So in that sense we are making progress for them to acknowledge the fact that some certain places no nwe ka ọ ga-esi wee dị.
Yes.
So iji gosi na ihe a na-eme na-adaba n'anya o nwe ka ọ ga-esi wee dị ebe a. So gbakwa ha nkịtị. So o nwere egwu anyị na-agụba mgbe m nọ na village asị jisike asọra ngọngọ mụzọ gị gbalọ titi bụ onye bi n'elu ga-elota gị tụkwasị Chukwu obi. You know, that time will come up. Kondera say will not make me headline. But today now, we trust Chukwu Abiyama. I talk I see obi. Today now we are making serious headline for them to come.
Serious one, oh, serious one. Serious one. They cannot hide.
At least if I move out in the society like this, I've been watching people, how people are struggling to survive and this and that. I say, Chai, I wish that Chukukebe will allow these people to see what is about to happen. Nobody will worry herself of anything. No, knowing fully well that this thing is the sign of what is about to happen. Economic sabotage, economic hardship, no business, nothing is happening, nothing is working. Everybody struggles to survive. And somebody will still gain mind, go and get but I remember this is what they told us in 2015. Buhari is Messiah, Buhari is Messiah, good luck should go out. Now Buhari have now come. They now realize it's not Messiah, like Messiah will be. Now this time around, they don't come again now. Come give us a idiot. Come give us idiot now. Now everybody now come they shout now. Idiot now is going to redeem everything. Is going to idiot every nonsense. Where Buhari spoil. My question and my brother now. Idiot now get everybody into mortuary. That is where I'm going to idiot everybody because all the whole killing that is going on in Nigeria, he has not condemned anyone. I've watched the man campaign slogan. He have not condemned anyone. He have not. All those economic statistics, economic and this and that, mention something that is not in data, that is not in record. The economic of Nigeria is this or that. Now, can you tell us where he get that fact and figures? As he mentioned economic, like when he was governing Anambra State, he did a marvelous job. You see, Nigeria is a deceit. It's fake. It's area they understand it. It's better for them. Something happened day before yesterday in Abuja. Onwelonye nkusuka bu Kalabash. We batani moon okay anezi ozioma. Ordered na social media. Now, in the police they go na maybe arrest. Enough. Nah, the man. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Anywhere you know. You did a calabash when they check home again now because zone soon by zone. So, but the manager was calabash here. No way is on me out. And I was in a guinea measure. Oh, but in those such other people, nobody arrested them. But this man, every for you to see that in them kiki boom mad in Nigeria. When he could get we will go down the kitchen knife, but a mega arrest. So now all the Luna open that now here and that is to wipe out every living thing. The world they are keeping quiet. Not that they don't know what is going on. Because of that, their interest. Now I got to ask myself, must we die because of selfish interest of others? And that thing that is your interest is my property. Must we die? Is it how they behave before they become where they are? You see, the city is too much. But just like what Bible said, the heart of man is desperately wicked. So it's going on, and I'm so happy that what we are doing is working accordingly. And they are confessing one by one. They never start you. They never start. I think this is a 14th day. The days are fast approaching. About the one that said there's no group that will stop them. I wonder the group who are the group. I don't know who are the group because we are not group.
I don't know.
We are a nation.
I don't know.
It's not a group. So I don't know.
I don't know.
But maybe the DOS group or DOS group. I don't know. We are not a group. We are a nation that exists before Nigeria. So we decided to go. They are not mentioning group. I don't know who the group. So that man should retrace his statement. If you want to address Biafra as a nation, not address them as a group. So he made a mistake upon all the school where he claimed that he went. And he doesn't know how to address people that say they don't want to be part of you again. He's calling them a group. So that's my own opinion for now. So let me just let's have some talk now. I'll be watching and I'll be coming up and be commenting too. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, my brother. You have spoken well. You have spoken well. I appreciate you. You've just made a very good correction there and you've spoken well. for that man who called himself